right now.
How far along?
Yeah.
The
No,
last session
you
of
have to
Phoenix was
play to
pretty
find
crazy.
out.
Yeah, we
Oh,
didn't find out. Yeah.
shit.
The last session of Phoenix was pretty crazy, I must say.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
Blood goblins.
Blood goblins. The crocodiles. Trials.
Who's
All right,
my voice
we
where
have
the devil came for me?
we have actually I don't know. I don't remember. We'll figure it out. Also, we have no more investigations in the trilogy. We are only in the court for the remainder of this game, which is still probably like 6 hours worth of game.
Oh boy.
Pearl.
Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself?
Morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya?
I'm sorry. We don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple.
Oh, I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No, she's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court.
Then how come she's not here in the defendant lobby?
I have to admit, it's kind of strange. Godot?
Oh yeah, it's
maybe?
definitely not Larry.
It's definitely like a Godot, maybe?
That's what I'm guessing.
If you're looking for Irish, she's in the prosecutor's lobby.
Wrong karma.
Oh, it's Edgy Poo.
Edgy poo.
Edgeworth.
Yes.
What's Iris doing over there?
Ian?
Yes. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. I'm reprising my role. She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak.
Today's testimony?
You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution.
Wait, what?
The prosecutor is, you know how this works, squeezing her for a confession.
Wait, why did you stop before you said squeezing?
Because I want to emphasize, Phoenix, how deep you are in here.
Squeezing.
Francisca von Karma, what are you up to?
I know what you're thinking, but Francisca isn't going to be the prosecutor today.
What? Then who is?
Who else would it be but Godot?
Godot.
That freak. Francisca is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern. Oh,
The
God,
Sacred Cavern? You don't mean she's...
Yes, she's dead. No, sorry, exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon.
Yeah. Thanks, Edgeworth.
Don't talk to me. Prosecutor Godot intends to nail this case shut today, like a coffin. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow.
You don't have to tell me that.
Well, I told you just now, so fuck you. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday.
It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger.
Interesting. Maybe you've passed your cold onto someone else, literally. And with that, I take my leave. I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner.
What? Oh, thanks.
The security guards are over there going like,
What?
"This is the biggest fucking thing I've ever seen, I swear to God."
I still don't have answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elistonian... No, I mean Miss Misty Faye. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen.
Oh god.
What that woman is really after. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end.
February 10th, 10 o'clock a.m.
Rabble,
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 rabble.
rabble.
Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Your Honor, what are you...
Oh, me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted.
Oh,
Aw,
Therefore, I'll be standing in for him.
not Canadian, Judge.
I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot.
And they were roommates.
My poor brother. He looked a bit pale, not to mention sad that he couldn't be here.
Oh god, okay. It's been a minute. It is funk.
What a great way to start.
Oh, excellent. Oh, good.
Don't open your coffee, good
So good.
It's impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past.
Uh-huh.
And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment.
Well said, Mr. Gojo. I understand exactly what you said, at least up until the end, anyway. Now then, Mr. Gobo, please proceed with your opening statement.
Christ, dude. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There is only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. My wife,
Coffee. Get up, man.
the bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug.
He's just getting worse as the game progresses. He's getting more cringe.
So then you mean, forget, what do you mean?
Who knows? During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today, she's had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make.
Her confession? The defendant?
Iris. Why didn't she discuss this with me first?
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
Yes, the judge is eating pizza right now.
So, upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask her for her name and profession. That's one of my rules, like a creep. Oh shit, I did both.
If you don't want to do two, I can understudy Iris. You're cool.
You can my voice is still recovering from my cold, so if you
Oh,
don't...
okay, so, yeah.
My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to?
Yes, but first I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
It's alright. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
No shit.
No, are you actually confessing?
Yep.
Are you saying that you were the one who moited Miss Elise Dukesnam?
No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to Hazakura Temple courtyard where I desecrated it.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Stained.
What?
Rabble!
Rabble. Gavel.
Order!
Gavel,
Order in the
gavel,
court!
Gavel.
Witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder? Murder?
Yes, that's correct.
What?
Rabble!
More rabble. More gavel.
3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat.
Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something.
That sounds like a mission of guilt.
It just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder. What the fuck? Isn't that right, Mr. Trite? Good.
Yeah, I could go. So this is a confession they were confirmed about. Pains me to say this. It looks like Iris's testimony was all a lie. Crumpled up and shoved into a pocket.
Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Can I get your number? Oh,
Yeah.
whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions?
Iris was covering for someone. Now we definitely have to creep without a paddle or a life jacket.
I've been at Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Korean tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family.
Oh, that went well.
I'm sorry, but main family?
Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself, if need be, to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Korean channeling technique.
Oh.
Mystic Maya Fey.
What? Okay. Huh?
Sip, sip.
No, she's turning.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Trekin.
She's naming Maya?
Rabble!
Gavel.
Order in the court!
Of course Maya's gonna be accused of murder in the last
Of course.
second of the last trial, of the last case,
3
of
times.
the last game. Jeebus.
So not only did you witness...
Sorry, I had to burp.
Sorry, so not only did you witness the murder, you knew the name of the murderer!
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
Objection! That's ridiculous. Maya could never do so.
Gavel.
The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time.
Ooh.
Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, but I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction. The real murderer.
I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
You're full
Mystic
of
Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
What the hell kind of narrative are they trying to spin here?
So it was in self-defense?
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instinct of a true criminal.
Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night, and that the person who did go was that woman. Iris even admitted it.
That woman.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
All right, the real murderer. Hold it. Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that, on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple.
Did she now? Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go?
I was in the inner temple's training hall. It's hearsay.
A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute testimony.
That's actually the most competent thing you've said all day, Godot.
Thank you. That would probably be described as hearsay.
Wait, we're actually bringing up hearsay in the Phoenix Wright games? Holy shit. Even
Wow,
the
the last
blindest
case.
of, even the
When it works
blindest
for
of
the enemy.
squirrels can find a nut. Good lord.
What do you have to say, witness?
Hey, don't make fun of his vision.
I just couldn't tell him the truth at the time. Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
No.
I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder.
That's true.
There, we all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. What did you witness in the temple garden?
Well, Your Honor.
Hold it. You're saying that the victim attacked Maya. I mean, Miss Faye.
Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was gonna collapse.
What were you doing at the time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock.
That's perfectly understandable, my dear.
This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute.
Oh, what happened after that?
Hold it. She moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
A dagger, huh? And Alisto Nim tried to stab her with this weapon. To kill Miss Faye.
Yes, exactly.
Of course, she threw down the sword staff for a tiny knife.
Yes, that makes sense.
You look like I did after I mistakenly took a After I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Do you have a problem with the testimony you're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Lawyer boy?
Lawyer Shonin.
Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony?
The weapon.
No problem.
One thing. Your
Do
Honor, Boy, do I! I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
Doesn't support my claim, and I don't like that.
You do? But this witness is your own client.
Fully.
Yes, well, nevertheless,
That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to this testimony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just a moment. That's my job to say that.
Well, listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. Sip, sip. Okay, now let's continue.
Sure.
She threw away her staff and pulled a dagger from inside a robe.
Hold it. She threw her staff away.
Mystic Elise was trying to kill Mystic Maya. I think that's why she wanted a more lethal weapon.
It's true. It's not easy to inflict a deadly blow with a staff.
Sister Iris, let me make sure I've got this straight. The victim herself chose to throw away her staff.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Is there anything odd about that, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, it's all.
Mystic Elise attacked Mystic Maya with the dagger. I'm sure of this.
Hold it.
Okay.
There was no sound effect. That was weird.
That's bizarre.
And then?
Mystic Maya, she turned things around and then... she used the weapon she had taken and lunged forward for a strike. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Witness, are you absolutely certain?
Yes, but believe me, she had no choice. If Mystic Maya hadn't done something...
I don't believe you.
My Faye's name would have been written on this autopsy report instead.
Yes, I see.
This is bad. I still can't put the pieces together. Unless I find a contradiction in her testimony, Maya's going to get blamed for this.
I only have this to say. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
Hold it! So you're saying Maya Fey was the one who stabbed Miss Elise Donin? Sister Iris, is that really what you saw?
Yes.
Try. If your mug is filled with black and bitter suspicious, the only way to get rid of them is to drink them down quick. He really threw me off. Like this.
I know that's supposed to be a metaphor, but I don't get it.
There's only one thing you need to get right. It's called evidence. Now hurry up before my next cup gets cold.
What does that mean? Is Godot waiting for me to point out the contradictions?
Oh.
I'd like to avoid the whole spirit channeling thing if I can. Not only would it be inadmissible as evidence, but I think it might actually hurt our standing with the judge. First, I need to pick her testimony apart and expose the unnatural-sounding parts. I don't know why Iris would tell a story like this. There are two things I noticed that just don't add up. Alright. So what do we fucking got here? We've got the gravy. We've got the photo of Elise.
Do we have anything to mention due to the fact, or anything makes sense that we can bring up that it would be weird for Elise, or Elise to try and kill her own daughter?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's just something I know we're gonna use going in. I just don't know if it applies
That would
now.
make sense considering she's the next, like, head.
Yeah.
Why would she kill the next head?
Crystal sphere found near Dusky Bridge. Came from the victim's staff.
Wait, did we present the staff already?
No, we have not presented anything.
Okay. Also, didn't we find something that like there's a weapon in the staff?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
The staff is a sword, and nobody knows about this except Phoenix and Gumshoe.
Great, so why would she have a need to pull out a dagger?
Exactly.
Okay.
Fatal strike. Threw her staff away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. I'm a save. I wonder if we're big braining it of like it's not appropriate just yet for this to be mentioned, but we're gonna try it because it does make sense.
Hour of saving.
Yep. There we go.
Hey, there it is.
Oh.
Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of events.
Uh-huh.
Miss Donim throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But all you can do with a staff is hit someone.
Yeah, a lot.
Naturally,
With
you
range.
wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword.
It was also a gun.
If Elise Donim really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say?
That was an impressive bit of investigating, Tripe. I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. Even so, how should I put this? A longsword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over the blade.
Well...
I'm master of the blade, you wouldn't understand.
Action speculation.
The type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important.
Objective, this dweeb has never played Roy in Smash Brothers.
Sustained.
That's because I'm beyond Smash Brothers. I only play Guilty Gear. The important thing...
Never mind, he's got a point.
Oh, reverse. Sorry, overruled.
It's good. Alright, I withdraw.
The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya.
The Pinterest. Prosecution wins on kind of being based.
There's something so dumb. Ugh, yeah. As long as there's nothing strange with that, there's no problem with her testimony.
There is something strange about this whole testimony.
Choked on my spat.
Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point.
Voice cracked a little bit.
I will use the statement that I made yesterday, and I didn't think I would use it again in such short fashion. The prosecution was so cringe that it became based.
I'm upset.
Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument.
Mr. Wright?
I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted.
It's baloney.
This testimony is just baloney.
Because Miss Elise Donim would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey. Aha.
Water.
Do I just present her
Yeah, I
profile?
think that's I'm pretty sure.
Elise Donim would never have attacked Maya Fey.
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Donim. Her real name was Misty Fey.
Hey!
No! Not Misty Fey.
Who's Misty Fey? Who is she related to?
Misty Fey is the master of the Karain channeling technique. She is also the mother of Maya Fey.
Rabble. Is it really true, Mr. Wright?
It absolutely is true. And another truth is that we have a voice roulette going right now.
Oh.
It's times like these that I'm really glad that I hoard buckles.
Buckles! Get your
Buckles.
buckles here. Alright, time to enter the list of names. That's Sam, that's not Dan.
Sam.
Sam Dan.
Sans Undertale.
I keep trying to make like a little rhyme out of buckles, like you have heckles, deckles, and I just keep on coming up with duckles, buckles.
Nah, oh fuckles, you got some buckles.
Damn it.
Time for some chuckles. You got the
Oh,
buckles.
buckles, you got some buckles. I'm actually pretty upset at myself that I didn't think of that.
I'm impressed that you didn't immediately go to Fuckles.
Honestly, duckles. I had quacks on my mind, I guess.
Alright. Randomize the list.
Call me a quack.
Alright. With this staff, I start the roulette. Come on, do the thing. And Iris is going to be Tim.
What speed?
Team?
Tim is not here.
Team? Yeah.
Alright. Iris
we
is
lost
going to be Mike.
Oh, alright then.
We lost him.
Part of me wants to make her Paul Lind, but I'm not gonna go there. Was Elistinium actually the great mystic Misty?
Phoenix is going to be Enters.
There's no doubt about it. It looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one that she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing.
Godot is Mark.
Right.
And Judge is Jim.
Judge is Jim.
Jim!
Jim.
Jim died.
Jim's dead. Long live the Jim.
Jim's dead. Judge is Gabby.
Okay. Order! Order in the court! Upon first hearing the witness testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented, 1. That the victim supposedly threw away a sword during the fight. And 2. That the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being believable when taken on their own, when taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe, at best.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible.
Okay.
Except for one little thing. Gabby.
Yes? What is this one impossible little thing?
Ah, you still don't get it, human? You think maybe my beans are under-roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps.
This
I'm
man's got
sorry, you're what?
this man's got beans for days.
Beans on toast, haha.
Could you get to your point?
I heard this witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee.
Alright,
Jesus
we
Christ,
have
man.
Good lord.
I'm scared.
You're going to ruin your health, my friend.
Oh, you're friends now?
Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession,
I sense
So anyway.
shenanigans.
I had a detective who loves to investigate into the crime of the scene.
What?
The crime
And-
of the scene.
He discovered this little beauty.
Crap.
There was a second dagger. Is this
crap.
the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
Crap.
It's from dinner.
Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else?
Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be blood on it.
All it's
Rabble,
strawberry
rabble,
jam.
rabble.
Jesus Christ, Judge, you don't need ocular implants
Where-
like Godot
Where
over
did you
there.
find that?
Oh, hi, I'm back. I think.
I didn't see it when I investigated the crime scene.
Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene, dumbass?
Huh?
Which one?
The pine tree? I'm sorry. It's fucking voice roulette. I'm sorry. False habit.
The
None
dagger
of those
was stuck
trees
in
are
the backside
pine
of the
trees.
pine tree.
Well,
No pine tree.
There's no pine tree here.
No.
There's
This
no,
one, right here on the left.
There was no. That's not a pine tree.
In English, in American, that's a pine tree.
That's not a pine tree.
Is that a pine tree?
Okay.
Not even in American standards is that a pine tree.
When
It's
the
a
last
pine
blow
tree.
was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women. This little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
Which means the blood on the dagger belongs to the victim, correct? How would there be one on it if it was a tree?
Were you even listening, old man?
Rude.
I first heard this confession this morning. Didn't we do this already? Just as I had taken the first cup, oh Jesus Christ, of my 13th cup of morning coffee,
Good lord.
taken with my third afternoon morning.
Didn't you just say it was your 8th just a few minutes ago?
Hey, man.
I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
No, you won't. In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. What do you mean? Furthermore, I order that a blood test be performed in it immediately.
This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. The knife is your
Excuse me?
sweetheart?
What?
Really? Get this
Like-
piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately.
Oh, okay, boss.
Dagger added to the court record. Now then,
I hope the blood must catch up.
it's probably just tree sap.
I
Honestly,
hope it was
It's probably
sriracha.
just maple syrup.
The testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it, yes? However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
Credible. You can't spell credible without edible. Eats the knife.
Dodo, what planet do you live on?
You girls never lie, ever,
Bullshit.
never, ever.
What?
This explains a lot.
Alright, my guy.
Okay.
That's why you got poisoned.
I see.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court.
Oh. Good night.
What about it, Your Honor?
Your mom!
Got him.
The battle incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
No, actually, your mom is a very important fact in this
I know,
case.
that's why I said it.
Yes, Your Honor.
The battle.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. Then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive, with her back turned back to the stone lantern. Red. That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
You know what I'll bet happened? She's trying to cover for her sister, one of them, who was Pearl, but who was also channeling the twin at the time.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if Iris wasn't Iris. It was just like Iris, the real Iris, is knocked unconscious somewhere right now.
Oh, I mean, plausible.
Oh,
That was a
are you implying that the person on the stand right now is Pearl? like channeling.
No, no way.
Pearl
Is Dahlia
channeling.
Hawthorne dead? Oh, that's right. She
Dahlia-
was executed.
Dahlia Hawthorne was executed.
I already gave my theory on this last week.
Yeah.
I forgot that she was executed. Never mind.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
I know there were. I know if there. I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had to have been 17 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
So they fight to the death.
Yes.
That seems reasonable. What did you say?
No, it doesn't. No, it
What are you talking about? No, then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
All right.
The butthole. I mean, battle.
The butthole.
Iris, where were you standing when you witnessed all this?
What do you mean?
Well, if either of them had noticed you, they might not have continued their battle. I wonder if that's true. The two of them, they were standing near the garden stone lantern. I was watching the whole thing from behind. It was dark where the two of them were, so... I think that's why they didn't see me.
So it was dark in the garden when the murder took place. Tell me, what did Miss Maya Fey do after she was struck?
But then she dodged.
Hold it! What happened to the victim's staff then?
I'm not sure. The area was very dark, so I really couldn't see. I think it got knocked away somewhere as the fight escalated.
But the staff was found by her body in the main temple. Okay.
It doesn't, but that makes sense. That would explain the need for the dagger.
Mystic Elise raised the dagger to strike, but Mystic Maya dodged it at the last second. The dagger struck the lantern and fell to the ground. And then at some point, Mystic Maya picked it up.
Nothing sounds especially strange yet, except the whole thing.
What did the victim do when the weapon was stolen from her?
Hold it. You're saying that Maya Fey turned the tables on the victim.
Yes. But Mystic Maya wasn't herself at the time. After all, her life was in danger.
I still can't believe it. The idea of Maya cornering someone at knife point, it's just silly.
Is it me or Mark?
It's you.
You too. Roulette's over.
Oh. As they say, a cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Who's they? I believe the correct description of a cornered fox is scared and petrified.
Your animal analogies have grown tiresome.
So have your coffee analogies.
Oh.
You were the one who started it.
Take it back.
No.
Oh.
Anyway, so after Maya Fey backed the victim into a stone lantern, what happened next?
Hold it. Are you absolutely certain that's what you saw? Good old
No.
Phoenix's go-to question. Are you absolutely certain this is the thing that you said?
Yes. I'm almost certain.
Almost.
The garden was dark.
Almost certain means you're not certain.
Almost Christmas means it's not
I couldn't
Christmas.
really tell who it was. Or who was
What
who.
did she just say? So in other words, it could have been someone else entirely.
We know that Maya Bay was at the inner temple that night. And the woman that was killed Elise Denem. Isn't it fairly obvious who attacked who?
I don't have anything to counter that yet.
Well then, witness, please continue your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor. The two of them faced each other for a moment. Then Mystic Maya rushed straight into Mystic Elise. Then Mystic Elise doubled over and fell to the ground.
So she was stabbed in the stomach,
Yes. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
Hold it! Where did that dagger go?
I have no idea. It was dark and I couldn't see.
According to the detective that found the dagger, it was stuck in the pine tree in the garden. Absolute unit of pine tree. Most likely, it was flung towards the tree after the struggle.
Do you know how hard knife throwing is? I spent $15 at the Renaissance Fair, and I only hit the board twice with
It's a skill issue.
with like 10 knives.
You have to be like good at throwing for starters.
Yeah, that's a skill issue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just get good, Scrub.
Me and my Naruto edition stars would take you the fuck out.
That is most likely the explanation, yes.
my replica, not actual ninja stars, could bust your kneecaps in a second. After being stabbed in the stomach, did the victim collapse right away?
Now that I think of it, she seemed to stare at Mystic Maya for a while. And Mystic Maya stood there, not moving an inch. It felt for a moment like time had just stopped.
Muted.
But then suddenly, as if the spell had worn off, Mystic Elise fell over.
It seems like a reasonable story at first, but there's one thing that is completely impossible. The very idea of Maya stabbing someone. That alone is impossible, which means this faulty testimony must contain another contradiction somewhere.
Are we like 100% convinced that she's not the evil twin?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean, it was said that, it could be Iris channeling Dahlia Hawthorne, which is why they look exactly the same.
I have a theory. I have a theory that builds off my previous stupid theory. Back when Dahlia Hawthorne, before she was executed, she did the classic body swap with Iris.
Like,
so
no
Iris
way,
actually
Miney.
Iris was actually the one who got executed, and this is in fact Dahlia Hawthorne.
How would she have done that though?
Well, okay,
Hey.
so the way she did it was because Dahlia Hawthorne was executed recently. Iris was in questioning in the prison at the same time. So they were probably in the same prison because there's only one prison in this entire game.
Shivved her. She shivved her, or not shivved her, but knocked her unconscious, and then switched
So they
clothes.
probably swapped at some point. And
Okay, it's possible.
It's possible.
I don't like that.
I don't like it, but it's possible.
Well, then, if that's the case, then the note that Pearl found, the whole gravy one, who was she trying to channel in that case?
It was
That
definitely
dead sister that she
channeling.
confused?
Well, yeah, so, like, Mystic Morgan Fey, sent to Pearl to channel someone. That someone is either Iris or Dahlia Hawthorne. It's one of the two, who, depending on who is alive and who is on the stand right now.
Wait, but don't you guys remember Iris saying that she would defend her sister even in death? Like, I'm pretty sure she's just covering up for her sister stabbing Misty.
Yeah. Something like that. Alright, so what
do
do
you
we...
think do you think some channeling shenanigans is going on here? Something seems to not add up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Something's going on here that doesn't make sense. Back to the stone lantern. Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed. Alright, what do
I'm
we...
pretty sure she was stabbed in the back.
Oh, yeah, is that autopsy
was
report?
later.
Blood loss from stab in the back. Good call.
Well done.
Nice.
So
I
would
remember
that-
because of the very graphic image of her pulling the knife out
Yeah.
of her back.
So
with
where?
those-
So would that be here, or it
Well,
might be here? Throwing the knife away, but then she collapsed. Back to the stone lantern.
Yeah, there, because her back couldn't have been stabbed if it was to the lantern.
Yeah. Damn it! we're on the right path. I'm loading after every failure because this, like, I don't think we're ever going to get any hearts back at this point. Just because we don't have investigations or like psyche locks to break. All right, let's present it on this one. There it is. Okay. Something about you just isn't right today, Iris.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no.
You guys are right.
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony?
According to you, Maya Fey stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yes, that's right.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right?
Yes, I think so.
But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back.
New autopsy report update.
Ah.
Edgeworth laughs at updated autopsy report.
What is the stomach if not the front's back?
What is the stomach if not the chest's bottom?
This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front.
But that's the
Sister
second
Iris,
stabbing.
It appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony. This case is so wild because, like, Edgeworth took the role of defense attorney, and Phoenix is kind of taking the role of prosecutor. Like, it's very, very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, but what? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
It's simple. Sorry. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back, you get my drift?
And we all have a front back and a back front.
Fuck you, Godot.
And many pages in between.
And we all have a spine.
We all have a spine.
I'm personally like a manga.
Fuck you.
Alright. Is that all you have to say?
Yeah.
There we go. Had to get a coffee slurp in there.
I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind. I got
Objection.
a lot of darkness in me. This is a cry for help.
Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter, and now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach.
There certainly are some inconsistencies.
I'm also loving that Phoenix is like not as much of a weenie as he was in like every other case.
I think he's tired.
He's just tired. He's done with this shit. It's been 2
This
years
is-
of being a defense attorney, and he's just like, fuck this shit.
This is like the 4th Maya murder case. He's used to it.
Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just...
If you ask me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing.
What do you mean?
But you didn't, but I'm still gonna give my opinion. Slip. There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee.
Just shut the fuck up already.
Nerd.
But to pick out each one requires total concentration and the use of all the senses. Wink wonk.
Including touch.
I mean, feel with your tongue and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he just sticks his tongue in a cup of coffee and just like...
Yeah. Were you really concentrating what this witness actually said?
No.
Not by peeing in coffee?
Prosecutor Gonads, explain yourself.
I can't!
Honest to God, he is on a fucking tangent right now.
Just feels good. The witness was quite the witness was quite unambiguous about her own why would he do this to me? The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly.
So how she knows it's Misty and Maya.
Oh.
Checkmate.
A human clearly needs one thing to see clearly.
Those goggles.
Eyes, and I don't have any.
And that is light.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's 2 things. It's eyes and light.
Yeah.
As I just look at him and all I can think of are cyberpunk references now.
Yeah.
Doom.
Light.
Oh Christ.
Oh boy.
No.
By the way, did you know?
Oh god, we're gonna just what?
These are just the armpits of the elbows.
Yes. Hazakura has ruled that on nights when Agla is at the Inner Temple training, the stone lantern in the Mart garden, must be kept lit.
I did wonder what that stone lantern was there for.
Well, if that's
Yep.
true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the what? According to the nun, Sister Bikini, I don't have a son. On the night of the crime, it was impossible to light this stone lantern.
Impossible.
It hadn't been used in a long time, and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to have been nearly pitch black in the garden that night. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all.
But what about the lightning? Enlightening.
Most enlightening.
Chow. Yes, the illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. That's why humans are weak.
What?
What the fuck is he, like, a
Totally a skill
vampire?
issue.
Yeah.
Day has been teaching me
Yeah.
how to not need light.
Can't see the dark skill issue.
Skill issue.
Isn't that right, Tricun?
None of that made sense, Godot.
No!
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Order, 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 gavel.
Or a deer.
Poor dear.
Or dare.
Oh dear. Here, Your Honor, let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it
Got
will.
a picture of it. The actual lantern. Thud.
Oh no.
Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind.
Godot is just holding this lantern on his back the whole
He just
time.
pulls it out of his ass.
One giant stone lantern butt plug.
Yikes. Out of context, Peter's right.
Was not lit the night of the crime. Or in Godot's ass.
Don't assume.
Why is... Are you implying that Godot tampered with evidence to replace the wick of the giant ceremonial lantern just so he could light it and shove it up his ass?
That sounds like something you do.
It's man's deepest pocket.
Why would you say that?
You
Alright.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Alright. Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
But then just watch
He's
this
been
man
there.
pull a giant stone lantern out of his ass.
Oh, what's wrong, Your Honor?
Wink.
It just keeps getting worse.
Oh my god.
This lantern, it came out of your ass? I mean, there's something written on it?
Oh, wait, but Godot's not gonna fucking see it because he can't see the color red!
Oh no!
Boo! What a loser.
Oh my god, that's a skill issue.
Don't be mean.
Imagine, it's not like the
Suboptimal.
victim's blood, it's just the blood from
Why?
his ass.
Why, it's written in blood.
Oh boy.
Within his taverns.
So the judge didn't know about that yet.
Written in blood. Can't he see? Is it because of his goggles?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
his
literally
goggles.
cannot see the color red.
Skill issue.
Oh.
Sees the world through rose-tinted glasses.
Da da da.
It says,
Please say "aha," as if you're just reading it top to bottom.
it says this was up my ass, upside down. I mean, Maya.
It
Okay.
smells like
Sorry,
coffee.
it was a mistranslation. It's a common mistake.
Oh yes, that's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She must have been riding that on the stone lantern behind her.
With her wound.
With the blood that was draining out of her body.
Uh-huh.
Threw her back.
Pretty metal.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Gavel. It certainly looks that way.
Hold him on fire a little bit.
Hang on just a minute. What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the message written in blood.
Wait, do they not know that he can't see the color red yet?
No.
They don't.
It was brought up once before, but it was kind of irrelevant.
Doesn't he
Oh,
know that
what's
he
the- when
can't
you-
see the
was it-
color red?
Did it come up when you were Edgeworth?
Yes.
No, it was like a previous case.
Oh.
No.
It was the ketchup stains in the maid case.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nonsense. This
Aw.
lantern, it's as clean as a whistle.
Aw.
Yes.
Oh, so he just straight up can't see the color red. It's not like he can see it says something, but it's like gray.
No, like it is like those red 3D glasses.
Oh.
And everything is red.
He's just wearing a virtual boy on his face.
Yeah, he's just wearing a virtual boy. It's a heavily modded out virtual boy.
Doesn't Godot know he can't see red? Like, wouldn't he?
He's
He
dumb.
must know.
I guess not.
He
Well, he
does
doesn't know when he doesn't know he can't see red.
Yeah.
I guess is the important thing.
He's had 13 cups of coffee today.
Wait, is this going to end in Phoenix asking Godot the color of Phoenix's tie and Godot saying you're not wearing a tie?
No,
Oh,
it's just white.
or he's probably gonna say you're wearing a
He's
white
gonna say
tie or
white.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all? Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday.
What, it was only yesterday?
Time moves very quickly here.
My eyesight's pretty messed up. Even with these huge hoggles.
Yeah?
Huge hoggles.
These two little pigs that are representing my eyes. These little hoggles.
That I call
Little hoggies.
Little hoggles.
They oink when I'm too close to something.
These Hongalonga on my head.
I still can't see.
These botanicals.
He's got bionicles on his head. So that's what he meant by that.
We killed her.
He has a hoggle. Oh, Jesus.
In any case, this is obviously an important clue. Hoggles or not. We now know that we now know that the crime scene was dark, and that this man can't see the color red.
What a fucking idiot!
and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Gojo, anything further? Mr. Gonads?
He has to admit it.
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
No, fuck you. This is
go
evidence.
Godot is literally shaking, and somehow I don't think it's from caffeine overdose.
Somehow.
I believe it has now been established that Mr. Nim was killed by Maya Fey.
That's just wrong.
Now it's time to turn your attention on you.
Yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Sip, sip. Let's hear it. We're all ears. No eyes.
Well, you're certainly not eyes, Godot.
Nope.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Karain tradition. So I removed the body from the inner temple myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge. Then I used a snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and... I used the Shichishito to alter the way the wound looked.
So you moved the body.
Wow.
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fake Clan. But even so, I never imagined that Elise Dunim was actually Misty Faye. I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
I believe you're looking for a twist of fate, Your Honor.
I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body. But
you were spotted by the head nun, correct?
yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose. Mr. Wright, go ahead with that cross-examination, baby.
Yes, Your Honor. Alrighto. Hold it. So you waited until everything was over before making a move.
No, it's not like that.
She saw someone murdered right in front of her eyes. It's not surprising that she was a little timid.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Sometimes when I'm watching lawyers argue back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to reach a conclusion.
It wasn't until Mystic Maya saw me that it finally dawned on her what she had done.
Sorry.
Hold it! So then, you knew. You knew the significance of the name Maya Fey.
Yes, of course I did.
That's odd. I mean, Sister Bikini didn't recognize Maya's name, let alone her position.
Anyway, she was a very special person indeed.
Hold it! Why did you do that?
Because I didn't want Mystic Maya to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene.
You moved her body all by yourself?
Yes, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow.
Snow, huh?
I dragged it behind.
Hold it! It's pretty amazing you could make it all the way across. That's a rickety old bridge.
It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age.
Well, was.
I was muted.
Oh no.
It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold.
Who is
That's
they?
me. Me. I'm they. How dare.
Oh. But there's one other thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into the Eagle River?
Huh?
It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple.
I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far away as possible.
So are you saying you've thrown a body into the river? That's pretty suspicious.
Makes
Yeah.
perfect
Himself.
sense.
My own body!
Yeah, for the time being. Hoorah. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the bridge?
I used the snowmobile.
Hold it! The snowmobile. I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Deska Bridge.
This is the part that was
Yes.
mentioned the other day. Should I ask for more details? About the tracks? Yeah. Yeah, about the tracks. If you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right?
Well, yeah, naturally you would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple.
I see. Snow was still falling, huh?
And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there's such fresh-looking tracks.
Why would it be very important? Because that implies that Iris had left well before the incident.
Right.
Well, it was still snowing right up until the lightning strike, wasn't it?
Correct. But if there was enough snow to cover the first set of tracks, then Iris would have left pretty significantly earlier than the time of the incident. Let's try, it's very important. The murder took place. The snow had already stopped. Oh, yeah, that's why. That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Your Honor, I'd like the statement Iris just made added to the testimony.
But does it have something to do with the case?
All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
This should be fun. Shake, shake.
You know you're like 0-5.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we?
Yes, sir.
There was nobody else around.
Oh, snow.
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped.
Yes. There have been a lot of contradictions in your testimony so far. This time, are you sure it's all true?
Yes, I am.
When the murder happened, the snow had already stopped. According to you, that's why the snowmobile tracks were so clear.
That's right. I'm certain of it.
I think I've trapped her this time.
Trapped. I see how you think. Snow, huh?
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh, what is going on here?
If the snow really had stopped by the time of the murder, it'd mean there's a bigger hole in her story than that movie, The Grid, Revelations. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Wait,
what?
The
The
Matrix?
Matrix.
Oh.
The Grid.
The Matrix. The Grid. Revelations.
The Grid Reloaded.
Wait, they never found blood in the snow from her example, did they?
I don't get it.
Starring Rianu Ki.
You take the defense pill or the attack pill.
Your guide is Johnny Silverhands.
You think that's air you're breathing?
Well then, Mr. Trite, perhaps you'd like to share your theory with us.
You've all been red-pilled.
Well, let's see what's up your sleeve. Or rather, at the end of your index finger.
You know, just be a white pill.
Burning finger! Oh, wait.
Nani Kore?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't think my logic is failing me. Iris is trying to pin the murder on Maya. But why would she want to do that?
Because Pearl did it.
There's only one reason I can think of. So, it's gotta be... Wait, and then use the Shishido to use to alter the way the world moved. By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Okay. But what was covered in snow? They're partially covered in snow. And it was the crystal sphere, I thought.
No.
Courtyard,
I need to go
whatever.
refill my water. I'll be right back.
Okay, snow had stopped, so that matches. The tracks. Okay. Autopsy report. 10 to 11 p.m.
What if a body fell 10 feet after death? Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, what is that? That's another important thing that we haven't really clarified.
Is that something we can for us?
I don't think just yet. Regional weather report. 10 to 11 p.m. Snow 7 to 10:50. Lightning struck at 10:45. Snow already stopped.
What was the autopsy report again?
Autopsy report was loss of blood from stab in the back. Body fell 10 feet after death.
Which means it had to have been standing on something.
Yeah. Or, like, out a window. Courtyard where she was murdered, which we know is not the case. Secret temple, surrounding area. I don't know.
You don't think she fell off? Well, maybe it wouldn't matter. If there's only one set of tracks, that would mean that she wasn't killed out in the inner temple, or what's it called?
Yeah.
There's nowhere for her to fall 10 feet.
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, because... Yeah, body fell... Yeah, after death. What? What do we have?
We pressed her on everything, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait, because, like... Murder took place, snow had already stopped. Which is impossible. Because the weather report.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because lightning
Yeah.
happened 10 to 11 p.m. So, if the snow had stopped at... Let's say the snow stopped at exactly 10:50 p.m. and Iris witnessed the murder in the garden at the inner temple. The bridge would have already been on fire.
Right.
So, all the way across Dusky Bridge, which is impossible.
Yeah.
Because the bridge was on fire.
This
Objection.
bridge is on- Nice.
You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris, that just isn't possible.
What?
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire.
What did you say? The bridge? It was on fire?
Oh, this is not Iris.
No.
This is not Iris.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't mean to say you didn't know about that? It was because of the lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
What? But it can't be.
It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
No! Rabble.
Order!
The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right, the inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way you could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
Witness, even my patience has its limits.
Shocker.
Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Should have found her contempt of court a while ago.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I keep muting myself. The only person here that is truly
Contemptible?
Okay, thank you. The only person here that is truly contemptible is you, rat. Oh, old man.
Me? How dare you?
That's it. Contempt of court right there.
Whether the witness lied or doesn't mean squat right now.
Are you a lawyer?
The important thing now is to find out the truth.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, of course,
Not a
but
lie.
Whether or not it was snowing, or whether the bridge was burning or not, who cares? There are two facts that can't be disputed.
Who cares? Not me. I don't fucking care. I just want my coffee.
Facts are, Troy's a bitch, and the body of Elise Denim was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head nun's sister Bikini. Sick name, witness Iris desecrating Elise Denim's body. Like a weirdo.
Yeah, what the hell? How is she like...
Makes a good point. There's two of them. One of them is Pearl channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes.
And the other one is Iris. But which one is which?
She probably did the second one. I guess Pearl did the first one. So that would make sense as to why she covered up for her.
Yeah. That's a good point on both accounts.
That's right. I'm not lying.
what are you claiming this time?
Okay,
She
so
is lying.
Iris was actually in the main temple. Because otherwise she would have never known about... Otherwise she would have known about the bridge. Maybe.
Right, so this one is...
So, like, whoever was in the main temple never actually left the main temple area at, like, any point after the bridge was on fire, because otherwise they would have known about it.
I wasn't myself at all that night.
Oh,
weren't,
we should
huh?
shopping hints.
So my memory's still somewhat hazy.
You wouldn't
Objection!
remember dragging a body?
You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
It's only human to err. I don't think that's how it says. If you're so perfect, Trite, maybe you can explain this to the court?
Spirit channeling! What is it?
When the murder happened... Christ.
You're muted.
I'm sorry. When the murder happened, the bridge had already burnt down. Sorry, I still cough a lot. But somehow, the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick.
Wait a minute. Is that the body over Dusky Bridge?
Well, not exactly. Oh, wait, what?
Remember the drawing?
The thing that Larry
The
drew?
drawing?
Yeah, there's something there, that.
What?
It looks like a person.
Do you think Dahlia, like, flew her ass over Dusky Bridge?
How?
Yeah, she would have known that it was on fire then.
How?
Dahlia is a spirit. I don't know. I have no
Okay,
explanation.
alright.
Maybe somehow Larry saw someone's soul?
If Larry can see
spirit
souls...
sensitive.
It's sort of like Yu-Gi-Oh shit right
If
now.
Larry can see souls and no one else can, Larry is still a fucking creep and deserves to go to prison. I don't care.
Yes.
Well, not
Wait,
exactly,
why are
no.
Why are we imprisoning Larry now?
Because
Many reasons.
He's been
He's
in
really
contempt of
creepy.
court, he's lied on the stand, he's a bad artist.
Larry
the
is
list
your-
goes on.
He's hit on Maya at least a few
He's
times.
hit on Maya at least a few times. He is... I know there must be some
He's the
other way she
reason
got
you're a
across.
lawyer in the first place.
Yeah. He is the reason both Phoenix and Edgeworth are lawyers.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, because Larry Butts stole fucking money from somebody in like elementary school.
Edgeworth. He stole from Edgeworth, and then Phoenix got accused.
Yeah, and Phoenix got accused, but Edgeworth was like, no, he deserves a fair trial. And Larry made the fucking guise of like, nah, I was out of school that day. And then it turns out he was lying, and he actually did steal that money, and he was in the gym the whole time. And the whole incident is this whole trauma of why Phoenix decided to become a lawyer. Not for Edgeworth, but because of the stupid money incident with Larry Butts.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it really is. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt-out bridge, but unless I can somehow demonstrate it, well, we'll never know the truth.
Oh, shut up. Do not hit me.
You literally have to present the flying, flaming photo.
Yeah.
It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
But like later.
But like later.
Go Dot.
I just want to point out that his tie is white.
You see what I mean in other words? You're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth.
Doesn't make any sense.
That is his job. Kind of.
No.
No.
I say no. And
Alright then, witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
About what, Your Honor?
You admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Will this be your final testimony?
No.
No.
We got at least 4 more to go.
wait for real.
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body.
We are approaching the first of 2 to be continueds in this courtroom.
Wait.
That's all I'm saying.
So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling, or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much?
Yes.
Or are you saying that there's a way to cross a burning bridge?
Both.
Yes.
Just don't burn to death on the bridge. Just run faster.
Yeah, skill issue.
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
This is the photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. Ka-chow. It was taken on the morning after the incident.
Kerchoo.
Kerchoo.
Yep, that's a bridge.
Boy, howdy do it be.
It certainly was burned to a crisp, and one of the suspension wires even snapped. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
It's one of the few times the judge and I are on the same page. Yep, that's a bridge.
That's
Definitely
bridge,
burned.
alright.
Clearly, it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
Alright. Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to
Larry
be deemed as
Butts.
the truth. And Mai will be accused of murder.
Again.
That's right. I'm only gonna say it one more time. It is only human and only humans can spot the errors of our ways. Isn't it only error to human, please?
To err is human.
The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
It's almost as if his Godot's never read a book.
This
Such
is
easy
it.
manga.
Alright,
Order
Mr.
to
Wright,
everyone,
please
but it didn't
begin
arrive.
your full cross-examination.
Okay, Your Honor. Let's fucking do this shit. Hold it! Yes, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place...
I couldn't have crossed the bridge, naturally. But I think it's just like Mr. Godot said. The body did make it across somehow.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Hold it! Hold it.
Wait, did she find a way to like catapult the body over? Is that what Larry saw?
Larry's drawing is gonna come into play here.
It's gonna come into play. But you seem to be quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. You said you were sure the snow had already stopped.
I'm terribly sorry. I was wrong.
Did the music just stop?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Does she really think an apology is going to get her off the hook?
Yes?
Hold it! This is no joke. You're giving sworn testimony in a court of law.
Well, Mr. Rat, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago today?
Huh? Well, naturally it was, fuck.
Yikes.
You see, it's not that easy to remember, is it?
But if it had been some kind of a special day, I would have remembered. For example, it was pouring rain on the day of my elementary school graduation.
Oh.
No one wants to hear about your childhood traumas, right?
I was waiting for him to pull up the fucking book of just
No one
like go
fucking
way back to
cares.
the day.
What? Yes, they do!
No. By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped.
Murder! Murder!
If you insist on obsessing over the one statement, let's see the proof.
Oh yes, let's show.
Show some evidence.
Oh no!
And somehow someone crossed the bridge while it was on fire.
Show the evidence.
No!
You must show it.
Yay, Larry.
There's...
Wait, can we press her on this?
Yeah, we'll press her on this first. Well, I don't see why there couldn't be a way across.
Oh, Phoenix, shut up.
Mr. Rat, don't you think that sounds a bit silly?
You're a bit silly.
Ow. a dead body crossing a burning bridge. Did anyone actually witness such a thing?
Yes.
It's funny you
Yes,
ask.
as a matter of fact.
If there was, I
Aw.
don't think you'd call someone like that a witness.
I would
Well,
agree though. I wouldn't call Larry a good witness.
After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something.
Oh my god, are we bringing Larry Butts back on the stand?
No.
To have him
Baby, it's
explain
game time.
exactly what happened? Oh my god.
Larry.
Oh man.
I've come all this way, so I owe it to everyone to figure this out. How do you transport a body across a burning bridge? Even if I don't know the exact answer yet, it's okay. I'll start by examining all of my... That's how the fucking body fell 10 feet! Because it got catapulted!
Oh! But how did he get
What?
catapulted?
That explains
Wait,
the flying thing.
How
That's
is that?
fucking good.
Oh, so it wasn't a literal representation, just Larry, just like, oh, that was neat. Cool, let me put that on the burning bridge.
Yeah.
Wait.
No. It was over the burning bridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Catapulted
That's how she got to the
over
other
the
side.
burning bridge, and the fall of 10 feet was actually
Yes.
the body hitting the other side.
that's a
Of
that's a
Dusty
long
Bridge.
bridge.
Yeah,
that's a strong vertical catapult.
Yeah.
Well, clearly they used a trebuchet.
Yeah.
Wait. What if she had like the snowmobile and just like swerved it in such a way that the body just went over the bridge?
That would.
Like, what's a
too.
snowmobile?
That sounds like a physics problem.
No,
that-
she
None of
jumped
this
over
makes
the bridge.
sense. None of this would work in practicality. You ever? Okay, so we take a snowmobile and we fucking like
Rip that
Akira
bitch
style
right to the
stop the
edge.
snowmobile
Yep.
just before the edge so we can catapult a dead fucking body.
Are we
Or she
accounting
just
for
jumped
what
the
this
snowmobile
is?
over the bridge.
That's not what happened anyway, because the snowmobile is on the other side of the bridge.
Oh yeah,
we-
so we have to get the snowmobile across the bridge
Are we,
first.
are we
Wait,
accounting
wait.
for friction and wind resistance?
No. In a frictionless environment.
Oh, so we're just assuming, like, is it a vacuum? That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a video
equals
game.
VT.
It's
Gravity doesn't.
Wait, but now it makes sense.
Right,
That'd be
gravity
fast.
doesn't exist. This is a 2D picture.
Wait,
I know
Gabby,
where
what
this
makes
evidence is
sense,
gonna
Gabby?
take him.
Now it makes
It's
sense that
going to
there's
bust
tracks
out.
across the bridge because she had to have jumped the bridge with the snowmobile.
Wait, there were no. Okay, so the snowmobile was always on the west side of the bridge, I believe.
Oh.
So it's a matter
Are
of
you
how
sure?
the body got. Well, yeah, because we would have seen tracks near the inner temple in that.
But it was
case.
snowing.
But it was snowing. But something doesn't add up. Avadanche, I've got to be like a shark. If I don't keep moving, I'm as good as dead. Okay. Doesn't really matter. There's a way to cross a burning bridge. All right.
Get a load of this.
Time for stupid. It's time for stupid. Objection!
Look at that.
A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Oh, what?
You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh.
Well, you see, Phoenix breaks out a whiteboard, and the investigation music starts. In a frictionless environment, assuming the variables of gravity being 9.88 meters per second squared.
Determining the velocity of a swallow.
The average airspeed velocity of a dead body.
This is the best. This is the best case ever.
Yeah.
The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it has been pulled out of thin air.
I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see
What about
it
in
happen.
this case?
Rabble.
I don't know if any of you
The
saw.
E3 preposterous.
It was preposterous.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's fucking preposterous.
That's some freak shit.
Who is it? Who is this witness?
The defense calls Larold Loris Donim Butts to the stand
Also known as
once
the Boot
again. I can't chicken out here. Gotta keep on the attack and go, go, go.
Excellent.
Cadeau.
Miss Elise Donim's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Loris Donim.
Brilliant.
That killed everybody.
Remember
Especially
what he
Phoenix.
said in his testimony.
Can we cross-examine that statement?
In his genius testimony. An amazing detective / genius.
So
That
less than
night, he was at the Mountain Shack, Heavenly Hall. The genius he is. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before. Except for the judge who hasn't seen this sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night. His use of color, brilliant. His lines, incredible and perfect.
Marvelous watercolor.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it?
That's November.
Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim threw through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument?
This pathetic scribble will be worth millions and shown at the Louvre as soon as its author is dead. Which I have arranged.
Damn, this got serious.
Uh-oh. The judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
Sorry, I was clearing my throat. Well, Trey, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking it was drawn by a 6-year-old.
A gifted 6-year-old!
Does this prove anything?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it does. And I'm going to prove it.
Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down.
What? No.
If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with this sketch?
Upside down. Oh no.
Oh no.
Why did you get down
God,
so bad?
no. I thought it was gonna be some bullshit like this.
Oh, Christ, no.
Oh, the obvious.
Did he toss that? Did she toss that? Down?
Alright, then let's hear the defense's theory.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Oh, it's the body falling off.
It's the body
Oh,
falling
it's
off
are you
the
fucking
bridge.
kidding?
Wait just a goddamn second. Because
Wait.
I can, with the power of OBS, rotate 180 degrees.
Bless you.
And it's
Thank you.
the body falling
Wait.
off the bridge.
Do we have any other images of the bridge? Because like
Yeah.
suspension.
That's not gonna work though, because it's suspended. It's not
Yeah.
being held upside down.
Yep. Because they make a point that it's a suspension bridge.
Yeah. And that's not how suspension works.
What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whiskerface is going to forgive any more mistakes. Alright, Phoenix. Look carefully and think it over. This sketch drawn by Laurice Donim is evidence of nothing, a complete contradiction, or exactly what happened. That's what we have of the photo of
He
Dusky
roped
Bridge.
the bridge. Oh, wait a minute. What? You see that again? The ropes to the middle of the bridge are underneath the bridge.
Yep.
Oh, are you?
Is upside down.
It is, in fact, upside down.
Oh, that explains the physics question.
Exactly what happened. Of course, the victim was flying through the air. You can see it right there in the sketch. Whoosh!
Whoosh!
Whoosh. Very convincing.
You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness.
What? That's the last thing I wanted to hear.
Do you have any evidence that the victim flew through the air?
Yes, this rock right here.
Just so you know, we haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the inner temple yet.
But have you discovered a giant human trebuchet? I wish they had.
Get to the trebuchets. Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're 1 cup's worth of entertainment. How many cups have you had?
At least 17.
I think we should skip the penalty this time.
There must be some way. I just know it. There must be a way to use Larry's sketch to show the truth of what happened.
Alright then, the witness will now return to her testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh god, we have to do this whole thing again. Oh god, we have to do that whole thing again.
Wop babaloo bop wop bamboo, as they say.
Okay. Yeah. It needs to be a complete contradiction. Alright! Present the stupid photo again. And time to mash the A button. I should have saved before making this decision. Oh, it all comes back to this.
I can't believe we're looking at this again.
I admit that I didn't really understand it before, but I get it now. That's why I believe this sketch shows the truth.
Very well. Alrighty then, let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
Alright. A complete contradiction. Something is obviously funny about this sketch.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Laurie Stunim stated it over and over, that this sketch was exactly as he saw it. However, if we're to oh my god, he was lying down and he was witnessing it upside down. He was upside down. Oh my fucking god. No! If we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it.
It contradicts reality.
Oh my god.
This is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again. Okay, Trite. Oh shit.
Darcy, it's the guide wires.
The guide wires?
Remember how they're underneath the bridge?
Yeah. The suspension wires. Yeah. It's this wire connected to the bridge.
The Wire? It's a good TV show.
Is that the thing that really contradicts reality?
Huh?
It is indeed.
Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with.
The Dusky Bridge photo, of course. Take that.
That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes. Now, compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge, jumping... Oh.
Jumping Jehoshaphat! I'm glad I got to say that.
The wires are below the guard wires.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Order! 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 This sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Or perhaps he drew it wrong.
Brownie, what are you doing? Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong.
With someone like Laurie's, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question. Why did he make a mistake? What was the reason?
He was wrong.
He was wrong. That boy is not correct. He is flawed.
That boy is faulty. I'll
Hey,
tell
you
you what.
know the answer to that?
Listen, think back, alright? Remember what Loris was doing when he witnessed this event. He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited, and finally he laid down.
Yeah, Phoenix is really embracing full bullshit artist right now.
But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Loris must have been in at the time, waiting for his lover to never come.
Phrasing.
He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back? I can't see how that relates.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down.
Ah!
No way!
Yes way. Loris Donim witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene that he saw
It'd be very hard to lie on your back face
was
down.
actually upside down.
Rabble.
So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Loris Donim's sketch is like this. This is how it should actually look.
Rabble.
The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below.
Hello?
That's right. Just like a pendulum.
Like a pendulum.
Rabble.
Of all the things to say, a pendulum?
The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done.
Pendulum? Hang on, what?
Let me think about this for a minute, shall we?
I'm still on board with the trebuchet idea.
Tied the body to one of the suspension wires of the burning bridge and swung it across the chasm.
That would make sense about why one of them is broken. So
Yep.
she cut it.
Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long.
It's actually gonna be a fucking physics problem, and the suspension wire is going to be 10 yards long. Because the radius of a circle is 2 pi r.
This is funnier than it should be.
Which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
Yes, that sounds right.
In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you're gonna need a rope at least 10 yards long.
You're damn right you do.
To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead.
Objection.
Or not.
No.
Shit, he's got a point there.
The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident. So it doesn't make sense that the culprit would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then, they didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of them.
What?
I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory.
It's whiteboard time.
Show them the broken Dusky Bridge.
Yep. That wire.
And the meaning of this is...
If you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Nah. This This is one of the wires from the bridge.
Precisely. When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Donim's body.
Bro, this is fucking wild.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh
my
god. Oh my god. Because there was simply no other way to move the body.
We live in a godless society.
I'm so happy.
No, that's not
That's like
sip.
to go.
That's
If I
glug.
saw this, I'd drink too.
Rabble, 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 glug, glug, glug.
Mr. Gonads!
He's still going.
There's a lot in that cup.
He's just gulping air at this point.
Yeah, he's just.
Gojo is more focused on his coffee than answering my question.
It's like a kid sucking the air out of a juice box.
Yeah.
Aww.
It seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all.
Possible or impossible, that's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Oh no, the coffee's doing nothing for me anymore. Right, I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence, nerd?
I
Whoopsie!
do. The body fell 10 feet after death. In
With more than
that
10 feet.
glorious slideshow of an animation that you just saw. Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the witnesses snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in front of the inner temple.
So then, that was the spot where the criminal...
Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point, at a velocity of 13 meters per second.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What makes you think something like that happened?
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Get a load of this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose.
Oh.
This doesn't make any sense, because how was a dead body holding the staff? Whatever.
Yeah, I also want to know.
Yeah, how was a dead body holding the staff?
Nice.
But also, yeah, okay. Unless she had, like, some kind of holster.
Unless
Yes.
it was stuck in her.
Yeah. This blood-stained amethyst crystal. It's
Well,
the
it was
one-
stuck because it was the murder weapon.
Yes.
It's the one that came off of Miss Elise Donim's staff. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed, I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found.
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed and velocity, which has both magnitude and direction.
That explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You've provided us with the way the body could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Gojo?
Sip, sip, sip. That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, Trite. But you forgot about one thing.
Oh, and what would that be?
Your mom.
The aroma.
A what?
A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma. It's stinky good.
The rest of the court doesn't speak coffeenese. Can you elaborate a bit more?
Ooh.
Yeah, good scrub. If the criminal had sent the body to the other side, like you say, slam, then naturally there must have been an accomplice lying in wait to catch.
An accomplice?
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Trite?
Mr. Gojo is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well then, if you please, Mr. Wright.
It would have had to have been Iris, right?
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Wait, I thought Dahlia was on the other side.
I'm in agreement with Dahlia, but I think we're a little too far.
Wait, no, yes,
we
it's
might
gotta
be big braining.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be Iris.
What was Iris?
I think we have to say it's Iris. Because Dahlia Hawthorne was
Dahlia was on
executed.
the other side.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
gotta be some spirit shenanigans. So Dahlia was the murderer.
Yes.
Oh
And
god.
Iris was on the other side of the bridge.
So Dahlia... Oh, which is why Pearl was on the other side.
Right.
Yeah, so Pearl channeled Dahlia
Yes.
and killed Misty Faye.
Misty. Yeah.
And Iris was at the temple.
Yes.
It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Huh? But
I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Trite, were you even listening to the witness's testimony?
Ew.
Yeah.
On the night of the crime,
Can you imagine if a lawyer actually said that in court?
Immediately disbarred.
West him. On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie went long. Was on cleanup duty in the inner temple garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath.
Yeehaw.
Objection! I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Godot? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Checkmate.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if on that night the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
There we go.
Sister Iris,
Suspicious.
let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony?
mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using this sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge, which means it's now a fact that this occurred. Something you should have already known.
No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with.
There we go.
What? How could you say that, Mr. Wright?
What? What kind of nonsense is this?
Still judged.
You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple?
Are you serious, Trite? You mean...
Oh shit!
This woman is...
There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach this whole trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name...
Lot of heart.
Mia Fey. Lot of heart.
Fuck!
I'm Lava.
Detective Gumshoe.
Dahlia Hawthorne, deceased.
Lawyer, but fuck. Wait a minute.
It's me.
I never thought I'd have to utter your vile name again, let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hawthorne?
Sister Iris had a twin sister. And you're looking at her.
A sister's sister, if you might
Miss
say.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
That rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
It's just... It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember now. That case. 5 years ago.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
I am going to commit arson!
But according to this,
you were dead.
Weather is not random. Weather is entirely based off the spirits. And Mia Fey sent down lightning that evening.
Oh.
Yes, I tried to smite her.
Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. Says her execution was carried out last month.
So what?
Fucking Aggadell.
Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
Finally, someone said it.
Death has no meaning.
Order! Order! Order!
Wait a moment. How can you... my sister, she's already dead. What kind of...
Objection! You, of all people, should already understand. After all, the blood of the master of the Karain channeling technique flows within that body.
The Korean channeling technique? Now where have I heard that?
That's
Okay,
right.
with the fucking picture.
You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium.
There it is.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone on the very night of the murder to a temple where her twin sister Iris was?
Well, if you're going to put things that way, then yes.
Smack, smack. We're supposed to believe in a coincidence just like that, huh?
But it's not.
Objection. Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions.
What's that?
These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at Hazakura Temple.
2 of them?
Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell. In other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time.
That means that Iris was at dinner was... That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her. Namely, one Dahlia Hawthorne.
Do you even know what you're saying, Trey? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there is one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris.
What?
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled would have been stranded at the inner temple due to a lightning strike.
Gonna watch this shit again, are we?
Oh. It was later that the body had been moved by pendulum.
That's right.
Naturally, that would have meant that the Iris that received the body, the real Iris. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
After being notified of what happened, the police came to Hazakura Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center.
That don't mean shit.
Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that.
Whew, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced.
Something still seems off. Way off. I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from the other night.
I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous.
Now.
Like, the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switched places?
Whoa. Yes.
Switched places?
I would never say
Rabble,
such a
rabble,
thing.
rabble.
Yes.
I would never insinuate.
To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia, which means they must have switched places somewhere.
Whoa, what?
Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, have there been any chance for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
There was one.
Prison?
Yeah. Your Honor, I think there might have been one chance.
Explain yourself.
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown.
Unknown? What do you mean?
What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely, unsupervised.
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move about freely like that?
I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris the chance to freely move about was Miles Edgeworth.
No, this is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor. There was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
An earthquake?
Quake! Oh my goodness! The inner temple! This kind of trouble might.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have sat down that hard.
What?
Edgeworth's got a dumpy.
You dummy fan.
That
We've
is
never
some
seen him from the
slap.
waist down. Who knows?
How could I have?
Can you imagine?
Technically
Done
untrue,
this.
but
She fled. She escaped. All thanks to my dummy
We went to the inner temple right away.
Juicy gams.
And it's true. Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time.
Holy cow.
When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would ever consider...
Oh, that's Dahlia. That's gonna be Dahlia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Yup! There she fucking is!
It's been a long time, Mr. Judge.
Oh, fuck.
That voice.
So she's not dead?
Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. In a weird way. That's one of my rules.
Dahlia Hawthorne, unemployed. Of current profession, permanently retired.
Rip.
Unemployed.
Laid off from Twitter.com by
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
So that just registered. So you're not gonna bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead.
So then how is she in her body?
There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
What the fuck is going on here?
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Holly
I
Thought.
never thought we'd meet again. And I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her, and for myself.
To
You
be
doom
continued.
music.
To be continued. Time to go on a spirit hunt.
Did you say doom music?
Doom
Yeah.
music.
Da-da-da-da-dum city. Da-da-da-da-dum city.
Rip and tear.
Until there is nothing left.
Man literally too angry to die.
This kind of sets a horrifying precedent for the legal system. If a spirit can just inhabit their twin sister's body
Well-
and be like, I didn't commit a crime.
This is... Yeah. So this is Pearl. This is Pearl.
Is it?
Currently
No,
channeling-
Pearl,
'cause we met
talked
Pearl
to
in
us
the
at the
lobby.
beginning.
Pearl is fine.
Oh, wait, no, you're
We-
right, you're right. So it's...
Dan.
Wait, so...
Somehow Dahlia is
So there's-
in Iris's
so
body.
There's two people this could be by process of elimination.
Yeah.
Either this is Iris channeling Dahlia, or it's Maya.
I still hold on to my Maya theory.
Oh...
Because we
it-
never found Maya.
It could
Nope.
be Maya.
And I still hold on to the fact that Iris, we never saw her hair. And also, didn't they explicitly say that Iris was not strong enough to channel her sister?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that. I don't know.
She
No
does
way
look.
that's
She
Maya.
does look like Dahlia, though.
So,
We have s-
so
Yeah.
it's Dahlia. So it's Dahlia possessing Maya, acting as Iris.
Yup.
Oh my
That sounds
fucking
that
God.
sounds about as convoluted as this game can get.
Yup.
Which
That's
I
kind of
hold on to my
horrifying.
theory.
eventually we'll get to a case down the line where Maya is actually the murderer. Who knows?
So, where is...
You can't convict me! You have no proof!
Locked
where
in the
is
room.
the real Iris?
Locked in the room instead of Maya.
Yeah, because did we actually break
Oh.
open all those trick locks yet?
No,
Not
and there's
yet.
more now.
No, Von Karma is working to open them
Taking
presently.
3 hours.
And
I think
the
she's
one...
just rapid fire whipping them.
She's
Yeah.
just
The
using
one-
Gumshoe as a battering ram.
Yes. His big, thick skull as a battering
Oh,
ram.
goodness. And
Just
the
holding him
one
by
lock
like
went...
the collar of his jacket and his
Yes.
belt.
Yep.
Just heave.
Oh!
Oh! And he doesn't feel a thing.
She's using Gumshoe as the whip.
Jesus. Just like has him by the ankles.
I'm stretched out that spine of yours.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's Dahlia Hawthorne in Maya Fey's body, pretending to be Iris.
In the kitchen with the knife.
Next to my salad.
Really? Right in front of my crab rangoon.
Well, we have one final to be continued. I don't think...
Can't this person just stay in hell?
Apparently not.
Not in this universe.
Not in
Me
this
to my
economy.
many
Satan's
enemies.
slacking off.
So, unless we marathon it, which I don't think
Probably.
we should, based on
Probably
how
not.
long this 1/3 of the trial day went. We have 2 weeks left of Phoenix Wright.
Yep.
I'm
Or
gonna
at
cry.
least of this trilogy.
We have 2 weeks
There's
left
more.
of the original trilogy. But we still got 8 fucking games, baby!
Yeah, baby!
Boy.
I can't wait for my
And also,
logic chest.
we have the idea to go back for the posterity of the recordings and just go
Oh yeah.
do the missing episode 1.
The
So-
unlost episode.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
are
fun.
going to unlost the very first episode. We are going to have a 90-minute stream and give complete continuity to the entire series because the very first episode, audio did not record.
Yep. Does that mean I have to be
Episode
Pain
0.
for posterity, or can I please release the reins on Pain?
You may release the reins on.
Thank you. My voice cannot
Unleash.
take Toad.
We, all of that is going to be on the Deckles Streams new YouTube channel soon.
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 Soon.